A new day, a new play review, a new team of the season as well. The LAKEY TOTS is here and it is looking absolutely brilliant. Today, lads, we're going to be looking at, and I do not want to pronounce his name incorrectly, I've had a look at some Spanish pronunciations, Portuguese pronunciations, and it's pronounced Araujo. I probably once again butchered that, so we're just going to make it easy on myself, and I'm just going to go by his first name, which is Ronald, alright? Makes it easier for myself and makes it easier for anyone. This card looks absolutely phenomenal, 6'4", 88 pace, and only 100,000 coins. Let's see if he's worth it. Make sure to check out my Davis Plays clip channel, where we upload 20 to 50 second clips, along with YouTube shorts, where we pack openings, stream highlights from my Twitch, and all that good stuff. The link is in the description. Now, as I said, 6'4", absolutely massive. Now, he's got medium work rates, which is my first nitpick. Ideally, he'd be medium high or low high, but it is what it is. I've had worse. At least he's not high medium or something like that. His pace is absolutely phenomenal with 88. I feel like you want to get that shadow on him, so he goes to 96 acceleration and 99 sprint speed and 98 pace in game. His short passing of 99 and long passing of 91 as well is phenomenal for a centre back, and short passing specifically, very underrated to have for a centre back. It gives you that option to have, you know, if your opponent's putting pressure on, you can do a nice little pass, play it around and just kind of build up the play a little bit, or if you're trying to rat it out for the past 5 minutes, it's nothing bad to have. 99 reactions, 96 ball control, and 99 composure as well is phenomenal. Those dribbling stats for a 6'4" centre back are phenomenal, disregarding his actual in-game 60 dribbling. Like, great composure, great ball control, great reactions, and some relatively good agility and balance for a man of his size. Defensively, he's phenomenal, and even with the shadow, it just maxes that defense out even more. And physical-wise as well, I mean, you don't have an anchor boost, you want that plus 10 pace, which means you don't get that anchor boost. I think an anchor gives him plus 5 pace, and it obviously gives him that physical, but personally, I think you want that plus 10 pace, because his physical, as it is already more than good enough. Lads, without further ado, let's get into it, let's test him out, and let's put him to the test. Let's see how he does, man. And he's only 100k, but as I said, I mean, I picked him up. He's been in packs an hour and a half, so I can see this card dropping to 80,000, 85,000 coins. This looks like an incredible card. I would have absolutely loved if he had the blonde hair in game like he does in his dynamic, but as you can see, he does not. He's just got his black hair, sadly. I would have loved him to have the blonde hair. Now, the left trigger, right trigger jockeying with him, I'm expecting to be relatively responsive because of his agility and balance, especially for a big man. It's going to be very, very handy to have. Go on, let's have a look, Ronald. Let's see what you've got. See, my opponent is playing very slow possession. He's playing a very possession-minded game right now. We tracked that run of Diogo Jota, but still, kind of like experiencing that left trigger, right trigger jockeying with Ronald was actually really, really solid. Like, he moves quite well, especially for a big guy. Go on. His first touch, this is genuinely his first touch of the whole match. Once again, what I was saying earlier, feels relatively good for a big man. Once again, that short passing, like if you're in areas like this, I want my opponent to run towards me so I can use this as an example. He's not really going to run towards me, is he? But in areas where if your opponent is putting pressure on, or if you're trying to play slow and play position like I'm doing now with him, it's quite good to have that passing, because you know that he won't mess up a pass, something like that. Your opponent won't intercept it and steal it back. You're relatively safe with him. You feel comfortable knowing that he's got good passing. There we go, Ronald. His first interception of the match. Nice ball control as well. 96 ball control, by the way. Absolutely ridiculous. For a 6'4" centre-back, 96 ball control is amazing to have. There we go. That's genuinely the first thing we've had to do with him. That is the first thing we've had to do with Mr. Ronald over here, mate. My opponent, like, we are obviously the better player. We're all over him. But as I said at halftime, whenever he gets a ball, he seems to just, you know, like, look at this. Watch, he's going to go for an attack and just going to go back. No, he's actually not this time. Like, what are you doing, bro? You're literally 7-0 down. Here we are. Look at that block from him as well. That's amazing. A very quiet game from him. He got a 7.3 out of 10. Obviously, my opponent didn't attack me too much. He got a few passes, but what I did notice with him, he got a couple interceptions. What I did notice with him, when you are right trigger, left trigger jockeying with him, he feels really, really good. Great balance. And obviously, 6'4", he feels quite good on the ball with his 96 ball control for someone that is 6'4". You feel comfortable as well with his great passing when someone's putting pressure on. And obviously, we did go into one tackle with him. That's all we managed to get. And it was a very nice tackle animation. formation. He wrapped his whole leg around him, got the ball back. Very strong, great aggression. But we're going to bring him into a second match because obviously we want to find someone that can actually attack us and who is not going to left stick dribble and then pass it behind when, losing by 5 goals. So let's get into game number 2. A quiet but solid. Like, he did what he had to, right? He did what he had to. On ball control. See, that ball control and that turn under tight positions with him. I know I showed a few clips in the first game of it as well, and I don't want all of the clips to just be his dribbling, but it just does go to show he does feel quite good for a big guy. So he's quite good under pressure. Back to Ronald. Nice ball control. He's got some nice long passing. You know, we'll just go over the top. It's not really a long pass, but more of a lob, but it's a good lob, and it will do. Straight to Bukayo Saka. See if we can hit now. Can we take advantage? We can. 2-0. Absolutely love it. It's a semi-assist for Ronald as well. Ronald, get back. Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. He stretched his foot out there, and that was the AI, by the way. That was not me. That is a brilliant defensive AI from him. And obviously, being 6'4", it helps, and he gets the clearance out. Virgil is there for it. That is so jammy. Renan Lodi's on the line. We walk away without conceding. That's an absolutely fantastic block, though, from him in the first place. That's actually unreal. And then he headed that out as well, just to make it even better. What a clip. Watch the clip. That's like the best clip we've had, and we played a full 90 minutes in the first game, and he's already beaten that within 17 minutes in the second game. Lovely, lovely defensive awareness, all of that good stuff. Let's push up with him. Gets that interception. The reason I pushed up is because I knew that my Kakade would drop back a little bit because he is on stay back, so I'm like, I've got the opportunity to push up and put pressure on, and he wins us that interception as well. What a pass. Saka, well, I was going to say Saka can't quite control it, but he does. What an amazing pass. Lovely tackle as well. We actually registered a slide tackle there, but it looks like we kind of won it back before it actually registered. So I guess that's an interception, I suppose. And that looks like the rage quit. Lovely stuff, boys. We played some great FIFA today, but most importantly, at least in this match, within 40 minutes in this match, we really got to test out what I wanted to test out with him in the first game. We didn't get to a 7.9, which means he is the second highest rated in the team behind Eusebio, who scored a hat-trick. Lads, very impressed with his card. Honestly, he's got everything you want for a centre-back, a meta centre-back as well. We're going to start off with a chemistry style being a shadow. I think that plus 10 pace is a must-have. We're going to go for 6'4" as a pro. 88 pace by itself isn't crazy, but obviously 98 pace with a shadow is great, so we'll also consider that a pro. 99 short passing and 91 long passing. I want to touch on that passing with him, man. Absolutely fantastic. Gives you that option to actually start attacks, and as you saw in that clip as well, I think was it the first game, he literally, or it might have been the game we just played now, I can't remember, he got a semi-assist, like he got a long pass down to Bukayo Saka, switched the side, and then Saka progressed the pitch and gave that to Eusebio, who scored that, right? So, although he's a centre-back, he's still creating chances for the attack, and that is absolutely perfect, and that is what you want as an offensive centre-back. 99 reactions, 99 composure, and 96 ball control. The reactions and composure, 99 is so important for a centre-back, and he has got that. And that 96 ball control as well. When he does have a ball at his feet, he can turn quite well with it, if you know what I mean. Like the ball is like glued to his feet, and it is very, once again, another very under the radar and important stat to have for a centre-back. 94 defending, 92 physical. We won't go in depth with his stand tackling, slide tackling. Obviously, all of that is fantastic. Now, with a new better than and worse than segment we have added, I think that this Ronald Araujo probably butchered that. I think he is better than Fantasy Foot Jimenez, but I think he's not as good or he's worse than Team of the Season Koundé and Team of the Season Eder Militao. And you're not expecting him to be better than Koundé or Militao because they are, I think Koundé's 300k, so he's 3 times his price, and Militao is, I think, 10 times his price. So that's quite self-explanatory. I think comparing him to Jimenez, he's a whole lot better, but if you compare him to other La Liga centre-backs like Upgrade and Showdown Nacho Fernandez, I also think he's better than him. But I think, like, the similar, like, I'm trying to find a player or a centre-back that's similar to him, and I can't really, because he's unique. He's very tall, but he feels good. He's got some great passing as well. I'd even say that I'm using my Van Dijk, but I can't even compare him to Van Dijk. He's the same height as Van Dijk, but he feels better on the ball, and he's got better passing than Van Dijk. So it's one of those things where it's like, I can't compare him to anyone. He's very unique, and I like that. The only con I've got for him, lads, is the work rates. Medium work rates. Especially, I mean, specifically the medium defensive work rates. You really do want high defensive work rates. I didn't find it too much of an issue, but if you play more and more 30, 40 odd games with him, you will occasionally notice that. Lads, I'm going to give him, based on performance, what you get, and in terms of value, I'm going to go ahead and out of 10, I'm going to give him a 9.5. I think a very affordable centre-back, probably going to drop to 80k. I think you'll have a relatively high drop rate in the guaranteed LAKEY TOTS pack as well, but he does a job, he's a solid centre-back, and I think he's the definition of meta. If you guys did enjoy, I'll see you next time.